When you start talking about true home theater projection, there's a very small group of devices that try to bring cinema-level performance into a living room, and this is one of those. This is the Sony BRAVIA Projector 8, also known as a VPL XW6100ES, a 4K HDR laser projector built for people who don't want compromise when it comes to big screen viewing at home. Right away, the design is minimal and purpose-driven. No flashy elements, no unnecessary distractions. Just a clean, professional box that's clearly meant to disappear into a dedicated theater setup rather than stand out. But the real story starts when you turn it on. At the core, you're getting Sony's native 4K SXRD panel technology. That means you're not dealing with pixel shifting tricks here. This is true 4K detail, and it shows especially when you're sitting close to a large projection surface. Fine textures, sharp edges, and that smooth cinematic clarity you usually only see in high-end theaters. Then there's the laser light source. This isn't just about brightness, it's about consistency. You're getting long-term stability, fast startup, and a picture that stays more uniform over time compared to traditional lamp-based systems. It also helps with deeper blacks and better contrast control, which is where this projector really starts to separate itself. HDR performance is another strong point, with support for advanced HDR processing. Highlights feel more controlled, shadows have more depth, and you don't get that washed-out look that cheaper projectors often struggle with. It's not just bright or dark, it's balanced. Color accuracy is also very much in Sony's lane here. Skin tones look natural, gradient are smooth, and there's a sense of realism that doesn't feel overly processed. This is the kind of tuning that matters when you're watching films, not just test patterns. Motion handling is equally impressive. Fast-moving scenes stay clean without noticeable blur or judder. Whether it's sports, action films, or gaming, the transition between frames feels stable and refined. And speaking of gaming, while this is primarily a home theater projector, input responsiveness is solid enough for casual and even competitive play, especially when paired with a proper low-latency setup. Installation flexibility is also worth mentioning. This is designed for ceiling mounts or dedicated media rooms. And once it's aligned properly, it basically becomes part of the room. You don't keep adjusting it every time you turn it on. It's meant to be set and forgotten. Now, no device at this level is trying to be budget-friendly. This is clearly positioned in the premium category, but what you're paying for here is refinement, not just resolution, but the entire image pipeline working together. Processing, light source, color science, and motion handling. The experience is less about specs on paper and more about how it feels when you actually sit down and watch something. And that's where this projector delivers. If you're building a serious home theater setup and you want that large format cinematic feel without stepping into commercial cinema pricing tiers, this is one of the strongest options in its class. You can check the product link in the description for more details and current availability.